Hello, hello my fine gardening friends, how are you? Welcome to the greenhouse again, welcome to Nova Scotia and welcome to my channel The Optimistic Gardener. My name is Steve Farley. Do you know, I've just as I started filming this, everyone seems to have turned their machines on. Whether it be lawnmowers, some construction going on at the back there, next door neighbours seem to be going up and down doing his summer activities of driving up and down with his tractor. Anyway, let's see if we can carry this video on without too much noise. The point of this video, well, I was just potting up some tomatoes. These were in trays and they were getting quite big for the tray, so I thought I'd pot them up into these little plastic pots, nice and easy. And they'll only be in there, they should be in there for another 3 weeks, so enough room for the roots to develop a bit more. And then I started having a look in the jungle that is already this sort of centre part of my greenhouse there, as you can see. And I went to pull up a couple of the tomatoes that were at the back there, peace vine I think they are, and then as you can see it stuck, and I hadn't realised that I'd left them in two smaller pots, as you can see, and they got quite big all of a sudden, and the roots, as you see, have already grown through the bottom of the pot. So I thought to myself, hello, here's an idea. You can give those guys at home, or you guys out in YouTube land, a bit of an idea, just in case this happens to you. You've potted yours up. Still a bit early to be putting them out into the into their places outside, etc. You want to pot them up, but you've pulled it out and you're a bit worried. How am I going to get that out with that root there? So the easy answer is just cut it off. Better that than trying to wrestle it out with the roots, you know, getting stuck in the holes, etc. All you're going to do now is you're going to stimulate the root to grow new roots when it gets into the earth. And so if I pop this up now, it should be okay. And there was another snag with this, is as you can see, we've got the true leaves here. Here he is coming up and down with his tractor again. I've got the true leaves, and then we've got these leaves here, these suckers starting to come out both sides, and this is what will happen with your tomato plant. It wants to create a bush, and with those suckers, you know, you'll get lots of other flowers forming and tomatoes, but for us in the northern hemisphere, mostly this will take away from the amount of fruit you get, because it will take longer for these flowers to form and the fruit to set, etc. And because we don't have a long period to grow our tomatoes in the northern hemisphere, or at least, you know, up this sort of level, it's better to take these suckers off and to train your tomato plant to go directly upwards. So we're just going to have one straight stem all the way up, and our tomato trusses will form off, but not these suckers, as we call them. Although this year I'm actually going to try an experiment where I'm going to grow two stems. So I'm going to let one of these suckers grow a little bit further up and grow two stems, and then see what happens if I have two stems, and then when a set of tomatoes grow anyway. The point being, I'm going to try that experiment later, but we don't want to do that at the moment. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pop this up, which I've showed before, pretty easy. Try and get hold of the leaves if possible. Give it a bit of a squeeze is always a good idea. No lift. So what I'm going to do is get a stick from the stickery, and I'm just going to lever that up. There we are. Should have watered that beforehand as well. I've just got some quite a bigger pot here, not necessarily, and also remember all these hairs here, these potentially can be forming roots, so we want to make sure the next when we pop this up now, it is potting up right up against as high as there, so that new roots can form, which makes, means it can pull out more nutrients and water from the earth to feed the plant and make it bigger and make it stronger, etc. So that's good. So, as you can see, so I fill this up now. Push down a bit, not too firmly. Like I said, we want to make sure we're covering all the way up to the top of these stems. And when I water that, that will probably go down a bit anyway. Right, so the next bit, like we say, we want to get rid of these suckers. So all I'm going to do is get hold of that and pinch it out. So I'll pinch these out all the way up. When they're small, they're quite easy. We got any here? Yeah. That one. That one. Get rid of these tiny ones here. So, we're already training this to be forming a nice straight stem. Et voila. So, we keep doing that, and then I'm going to do that with the rest of my ones that I've got here. These are nice. Gone nice and thick and strong growth already, so I'm really and there, look, there are some flowers already, so I'm pleased with that. I'll pinch out these side shoots again, and we'll have a nice strong plant. I'm going to grow some of these in this greenhouse. Job's a good one.